Hello everyone. Musings from the car again. It's a great time when you're driving to reflect and to think. I really enjoy that space to really connect into my mind and, what's going on in life, and I find it quite a therapeutic time to process. And so what I was thinking about today was similar to yesterday. It was similar to the stories. This is something that I'm going to be working with, writing the stories that the trees and the plants want to communicate with. So I'm on a bit of a mission with that one. But what I was thinking about as I was driving was the fact that all the trees, all the plants, they work together. So with the trees, what's really super interesting is that in the trees, in their kind of root system, there's fungi, and these fungi take nutrients and pass it on to other trees. So they kind of distribute the wealth of nutrients amongst the trees. But they also act as this kind of interconnected, they create this network, which is really interesting. So across the planet, there is the mycelium network, which is the kind of mushroom roots covering the whole planet. And all of the tree roots and the plant roots all interact with this mycelium, this bright white filament that covers everything. So through the mushrooms, there is this deeper communication. Trees also communicate with each other through pheromones. They release pheromones when they're in danger. They communicate with each other. And this is such an interesting thing, this kind of intercommunication of all living beings. But we're part of that. So, like yesterday, we have to come back to we're part of this still. We're part of this interconnectedness. We're part of this constant communication. And it also reminds me of in the Anastasia books, which are an amazing series of books. She talks about how when you get a seed and you put a seed in your mouth, the saliva informs the seed of what you need. And you then plant that and it grows linked to you. And when you then water and everything, what happens is that that plant is growing in relationship to you. So there's an energy exchange. But this is going on a deeper level. So this is really interesting. I think this is a really interesting thing for us all to tune into and to think about and to feel into what our connection with all of this is. And to take time to start to listen to how everything is trying to communicate with you. What are they trying to say? And one of the things that I've said for the last while with all the kind of madness of the world was nature is still doing nature's thing. Nothing is stopped in nature. There's no fear, there's no stress. Nature is still living as it did. Nature doesn't have social media. Nature doesn't have the news. So it's just running as it should. So when we can tune more into that, I just think that's the way we need to move for survival. But also tuning into the mushrooms. A lot of you know how much I vibe off the mushrooms. How I think they're such an important thing for us, for our consciousness, for that elevation to the next level of consciousness. I really feel the mushrooms are our gift at the moment for that. And they're doing that already with the earth. They are elevating the consciousness